Most people completely misunderstand this process, and because of that, they assume that registering a company in San Marino is something extremely niche, overly complex, or only available to wealthy European investors with legal teams. But if you are thinking about forming a company in San Marino, there is something extremely important you need to understand first. Because San Marino does not actually use the term LLC in its legal system. Instead, the closest equivalent structure is typically a Società a Responsabilità Limitata, often shortened to SRL, which functions in a very similar way to a limited liability company. And if you don't understand that before you begin, you can easily misinterpret requirements, underestimate compliance steps, or assume the system is simpler than it actually is. Now, let's begin with a story. A young entrepreneur named Michael from Florida had been running an online digital agency. His clients were international, and he was looking for a stable European business base that offered credibility, structured regulations, and access to the EU business environment. While researching small European microstates with strong financial reputations, he came across something unexpected. San Marino, one of the oldest republics in the world, located entirely within Italy, politically stable, highly regulated, and often mentioned in discussions about niche European company formation opportunities. Michael was intrigued, so he started digging deeper. What he discovered surprised him. San Marino has a structured corporate system with limited liability companies, regulatory oversight, and formal registration procedures that align closely with European legal standards. But here's where most people begin to misunderstand it. San Marino is not a loophole jurisdiction. It is not an informal offshore shortcut. And it is not a place where companies are created without oversight. It is a highly structured microstate with strict legal procedures, tax rules, and compliance obligations. But here's where things get interesting. Michael initially assumed this would be a simple process. He thought he could set up a company quickly, open a European bank account, and start operating internationally within days. But as he began researching further, he discovered something important. In San Marino, company formation involves notary procedures, capital requirements, government registration, and strict compliance documentation, often handled through local legal professionals. And that changes everything. Now let's introduce another character. Zara, a freelance digital strategist from New York, was looking for a European base for her consulting business. She wanted credibility and stability for working with international clients. She came across San Marino while researching small European jurisdictions with business-friendly environments. At first, she thought it might be too small or too complicated. But the more she learned, the more interesting it became. Because San Marino operates independently, but maintains strong financial and regulatory alignment with European standards, making it a unique but structured environment for company formation. However, as Sarah began researching, she ran into confusion. Some sources mentioned capital requirements. Others discussed notaries. Some talked about tax residency rules, while others focused on banking challenges. And this is where most people get overwhelmed. Because San Marino's system is not chaotic. It is precise. And precision requires understanding. Now here is the first key insight. A San Marino SRL is the equivalent of an LLC in function. It provides limited liability protection, meaning shareholders are generally not personally responsible for company debts beyond their investment. But here is what most people miss. San Marino's system is built around formal legal validation, meaning every stage of company formation must be documented, notarized, and registered through official channels. And that means preparation is essential. Now Michael begins to understand something important. This is not just about forming a company. It is about entering one of Europe's most tightly regulated microstate legal systems. And once he understands that, everything becomes clearer. But let's walk through the process step by step, as if Michael is actually going through it. The first step is choosing the company structure. In San Marino, the most common business structure for small and medium enterprises is the SRL, or Limited Liability Company. Michael chooses the SRL structure because it matches his consulting business model and provides liability protection. Now comes the next step. Company name selection. At first, this seems simple. Michael selects a name that reflects his agency and submits it for approval. But here's where the system becomes structured. Company names must be unique, compliant with naming rules, and approved by the relevant authorities to ensure no conflict with existing entities. So the name is reviewed. And what happens next is predictable, but important. The first version is rejected due to similarity with another registered business. So Michael revises it and resubmits. Approved. And this is where he learns something important. Even in small jurisdictions, legal identity matters deeply. Now comes the next step. Drafting the Articles of Association. This is one of the most important legal documents in the entire process. It defines shareholders, company purpose, management structure, and operational rules. Michael initially assumes this is standard paperwork. But his legal advisor explains something critical. In San Marino, the Articles of Association define the entire legal identity of the company. So precision is essential. Now, let's pause here, because this is a key insight. San Marino prioritizes legal clarity and formal structure over speed or informality. Now comes the capital requirement stage. In many European SRL structures, companies must declare a minimum share capital. While requirements vary depending on structure and regulatory updates, the key principle remains the same. Capital must be declared, documented, and deposited according to legal rules. Michael prepares his capital structure carefully to match his business plan. And this is where Sarah makes an important realization. Even small companies are expected to demonstrate financial seriousness. Now comes the most important step in San Marino company formation. Notarization. In San Marino, company formation documents must be signed and notarized by a public notary. This ensures legal authenticity and compliance with civil law traditions. Michael attends the notarization process with his legal representative. He signs the Articles of Association. And the documents are officially validated. Now comes registration with the competent authorities. This is where the company becomes legally recognized in San Marino. Documents are submitted, reviewed, and recorded. And once approved, the company legally exists. And this is a major milestone. Because now Michael has a fully registered SRL in San Marino. But here's where expectations shift again. Registration is not the end of the process. It is only the beginning of operational compliance. Now comes tax registration. San Marino operates its own tax system, with corporate taxation rules that apply depending on company activity and residency status. Michael registers his company with the tax authorities and receives identification numbers required for compliance. And this is where Sarah realizes something important. Even small jurisdictions have structured tax systems that must be followed carefully. Now let's move to one of the most important stages. Banking. Opening a corporate bank account in San Marino requires full documentation, including incorporation papers, identification, and proof of business activity. And here is the key insight most people miss. Banks in San Marino operate under strict European compliance frameworks. So they require clarity on business purpose, revenue sources, and transaction flows. Michael prepares a clear explanation of his consulting services and international client base. And that clarity helps him move forward successfully. Sarah does the same after organizing her documentation properly. And eventually, both receive approval. And suddenly, their companies are fully operational. But here's where the deeper understanding appears. Forming a company in San Marino is not about shortcuts or hidden advantages. It is about operating within a structured European microstate system that values transparency, documentation, and legal precision. And that system creates stability. But it also requires responsibility. Annual filings, accounting obligations, and tax compliance are part of maintaining the company. However, these requirements are predictable and structured. Now let's bring everything together. Michael started this journey thinking San Marino might be a simple or flexible offshore-style option. But what he discovered is something very different. San Marino offers a formal SRL structure that provides limited liability protection, legal recognition, and access to European-style business frameworks. Sarah learned that small jurisdictions are not simpler. They are just more precise. And both of them learned something important. International company formation is not about size or location. It is about structure and compliance. So here is the final insight. If you are planning to register a company in San Marino, the real advantage is not secrecy or loopholes. It is stability, legal credibility, and European alignment in a highly structured microstate system. But only if you approach it correctly from the beginning. Because the biggest mistake people make is assuming that small countries mean simple rules. They do not. They mean focused rules. And once you understand that, everything becomes more predictable, more strategic, and far more powerful. So take this with you. Clarity creates confidence. Structure creates protection. And understanding creates opportunity. And now you understand San Marino, SARL formation, far better than most people who attempt it without preparation. If you found this guide helpful and want more deep breakdowns of global company structures like this, make sure to subscribe for more clear and practical international business guides.